Hello. This is my first video, but I'm not sure what I want to do with this. Something more for me than anybody else. But journaling and writing diaries doesn't work. Never really been into it. I make music, but it's not just talking. So, and I know I like to watch these type of videos. But this is just gonna be a series, me just getting shit off my chest and stuff that I need to talk about, but I don't. I'm a pretty introverted guy, so I don't really have anyone to talk about my feelings to. So oftentimes it's just myself, but that's very unhealthy. So I'm trying to find other people that maybe can relate and help me, and hopefully I can help them. Because I want to be a mental psychiatrist, and part of that is just understanding emotions and learning how to help others, which I feel like I do a good job at, but I'm just not entirely sure. And yeah, I want to get better at it. I want to become more mature, and I want to have an outlet, which is something I do not have right now. And if this doesn't work, then it's okay. But I can say I tried, and that's all that matters. If I cough a lot, I'm sorry. I have asthma, but but yeah. Today's topic, I just wanted it to be about religion, because it's been on my mind a lot lately, and it's confusing. Oftentimes I don't know what to believe. For context, I have bipolar disorder and clinical depression and lots of severe anxiety. And so I'll have these episodes. Like with bipolar disorder, one of the things that comes with it is called mania, which is just episodes of severe happiness or severe sadness. And it really sucks, but it is part of life. And I can't change that, so. But I look, you forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, religion, December of 2024 was a really hard time for me. That was when my depression was at its peak. I was very suicidal, and if this is triggering to you, I'm sorry. Please click off. But lots of self-harm and addictions that are not good for you. That should have been cool. But and so the reason I bring that up, that's when I started putting my faith into God, and I started putting some of the weight onto Him, and I relied on Him a lot. and he definitely helped a lot until he couldn't anymore. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. um, I'm not sure if God was something I genuinely believed in, or it was just a mechanism for me to cope. And that's very hard, because I'm not sure if I believe in God. I mean, growing up, I've never been religious. Nobody in my family is. Like, my mom is like, kind of, but like, it's not necessarily like a Christian household or anything. And so it's kind of hard. Like, my relatives, like distant family, believes in God. They're very religious, but I just didn't really understand it. And actually scored that, but I just never really got into it because I don't know. It did seem logistical to me. I never needed him. As bad as that might sound, like, I never saw a need for him, so I didn't feel a belief for him, because he didn't really. I didn't have a desire for him, and yeah, but I don't know. The reason I'm so skeptical is because I don't know if, like, I don't know why God would put me through this. If he, like, if God is so perfect, I don't get why he can't protect me and just be there for me. Like, it's a bit of just excuses, I feel like every Christian, their belief in God is that he's perfect, right? But fuck, if he was perfect, how would there be depression and hunger and all of these terrible things? Like, I know, like, Adam and the Eve and shit, but like they ate the apples and like, but why couldn't God protect us from that? Like, there's always an excuse for why God isn't perfect, which really I don't understand. I just don't, because God is meant to be perfect. He is perfect. That's what people believe. But like, very clearly he's not. And you can say it's like the devil's work and whatnot, but like, why can't God protect us from the devil? Like, that would make him perfect if he was able to do that for us, but he doesn't. And so that's why I just don't really, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, is the main thing. And I don't know, I guess there's always been like that underlying thought that God isn't real, like ever since I started believing in him. Like, just because all my life I never have. But and I really always tried to push that thought off and not think about it too much. My teammate just fucked me. But it just like, I just really wanted to believe. Like, I wanted to so bad. And I just couldn't for the life of me. And I don't know. that really has always messed with me a lot. Like, I wanted to believe so hard and I just couldn't for the life of me. And I think that's why I'm so skeptical. Just very, like, I don't know. And then there's always that thought, like, what if this is God testing my loyalty? And it's just like, I don't know. It just always feels like there's an excuse, like, to why God can't be perfect. But he's meant to be perfect. And it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like God is just something for people to grasp onto when things get hard. And maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't think I am. Like, all the time ago when the Bible was made and all that was first being created. Fuck. Like, there was a lot of hurt in the world. Like, nothing was perfect, obviously. There's probably a lot of poverty, a lot of illnesses going around. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like people needed something to rely on. I should have scored that. But I feel like people needed something to grasp onto for some hope and for some meaning in their life. Because when you look at like why people believe in God, when they weren't like when it wasn't shoved down their throat to believe in him, every time type shit. Every time it's always like someone is going through something very hard and they don't know how to handle it. And so they need something to put that weight onto. And like that's what happened for me. And just a lot of people, like it's not only me, it's everybody. Fuck, I'm so shit. Oh my god. That's tragic. Okay. Um damn. Did you just uncle? Oh my wait, I swear I hit him. But like people need something to wish for and hope for to give them meaning and purpose. Ah shit. And that's really fucking hard to find. Like you'll notice when like all the advanced people, like I don't know, like all the musicians, all the singers that have made it popular, like they are in that position because of the mental struggles that they had. They're not normal people. Like they're not happy. They weren't happy when they got into it because they needed time to put into it because that's all they had. Like that's what was keeping them afloat. And I just feel like that's what God is for some people. I feel like he's a life raft. Like he's not I don't know. And his love is so conditional. That's the shit I hate. People say God, like, Christians will always say God is like, he will love you unconditionally. But he just doesn't at all. Like, his love is so unconditional. And like, I don't know. God does love you less when you sin. Whether it's warranted or not, he does love you less. He treats you worse. He slips away from you. Like, people can deny, but he does treat you worse. Like, he does love you less. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. However much you want to, like, beat around the bush, like, that's what it is. And it's just, are we fucking serious, bro? That would have been nasty as shit. Oh my fucking god, bro. But yeah, his love is not unconditional whatsoever. Like, it's just not. And something I've been struggling with, like a lot, is lust. And maybe that's just part of being a teenage boy. It probably is. But like, I do struggle a lot with lust. And I've noticed I feel very guilty about it because it's a sin. And I'm not meant to do that as a Christian. It's not right. Because God will love me less. And I need to make sure that God loves me. That is an unhealthy relationship. That's not a perfect man. And that's certainly not unconditional love. If I'm trying to constantly please God and make him like me so that he can reward me, that is not at all unconditional love. And holy shit on him. And like, when I have those spurts of being really lustful, it's always guilt and shame on me for feeling that way. It's just, but why would God make lust a thing then? Like, that's one of the things I don't understand. He creates all these imperfections. And expects people to follow him. And when they don't, they get punished. It just, I don't know. It's a confusing topic for sure. And I'm not the most educated person on religion either, by any means. Because like I said, like, I didn't grow up in a Christian family. The only, like, Christian person I ever got close to was my girlfriend. But even she was like slipping out of faith, and I don't know. it's just like God, if there is one, is not what people say, like, at all. And there's no way for him to be like people say, like he was the first ever being. How are people meant to know what he did and didn't do? But how do people know that he was the first being? Like, it's all based on belief and riddles and just fairy tales. Like, there's not one fact when it comes into God. And then it's like, why is he real? Like, why would I believe that if it's based off of fairy tales? Like, we don't believe in, I don't know, the Easter Bunny. We don't believe in Santa. Like, where is my teammate? What the fuck? So why do we believe in God? Like, I don't know. But like, that kind of proves my point. Like, Santa doesn't, like, he solves a couple things for sure. Like, he raises joy, and that's the only reason the story of Santa is still told, because he raises morale. But he's not this perfect being that God is made out to be. What the fuck? And damn. Should have kept that close. Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place. I have ADHD, so like when I talk, my mind is just million miles a minute, and I really talk all day, so it's kind of just my time to rant. But hold on. Oh shit. But it doesn't make sense for God to be real. There's a logical explanation for everything. Like, science is essentially just the disproving of God. Maybe that's not true, but in my head that's what it is. Like, I very well could be wrong, and please correct me if I am. But science is anti-God. God made people. No, science did. Sperm cell and egg cells made people. God did not make people. And how, as a Christian, can you explain evolution? Like, it doesn't make any sense. If God and if God made people, how do we know that they came from monkeys then? And if God made people, how do we know how a person is actually made? Like, everybody knows they're made from sex. They're made from 2 cells, and it just... In what world is God... Like, where does God come into play? Like, 2 people have sex. Where is God in any of that? And it doesn't make sense. And we know where humans came from. They came from monkeys. It's been proven, like, many times. And then you could say where are monkeys made from, but I low-key don't know. Probably evolution, because that's how things are. They adapt over time, and then through that they become new species over millions of years. And I don't know. And then there's always that debate, like, what came before, and then when you finally get to, like, the Big Bang Theory, like, you don't know what came before. And so people say God. But it's just, it's a hope. It's not, there's no evidence whatsoever. And in my mind, religion is a fairy tale that was put into our mind to distract us and to give us hope. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I will say, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, religion did make me happier when I did believe in it. And, like, religious people are genuinely happier. Like, generally, not genuinely. And like, oftentimes they are more mature and they are, like, happier. So I don't, like, I'm not trying to say religion is bad. I'm trying to say it's not true. And but then there's that debate, like, should we still believe religion or not? Because it's making people happy, but it's not true. And I don't know, it's very, very hard. It's a very, like, gray topic, and there's so many unknown things with God, which is why I'm so skeptical. Like, how do you know so many things but you don't know, like, other things? Like, and why wouldn't God write his story? Why are other people writing his story for him? Yeah. But that's day one. I'm gonna try to see every day. I do play soccer, so I'll probably get busy some days. But yeah, this was, yeah, it definitely feel a lot better. And I don't know what tomorrow's topic will be, but it'll be whatever's on my mind that day. So thank you for watching. And yeah, hopefully this, realistically nobody watches this, but hopefully it helps me mentally. I'm in a very rough spot right now, and I need some form of help, and I'm hoping this can be that. So yeah, goodbye guys, and have a great day.